Hello, and welcome to the third part of our Pop Culture Nirvana series where I ask my wife which of the doctors she would smash. If you're joining us, this time we'll be looking at what I like to call the other doctors. So ones that don't really fit into the usual canon or are a bit strange and out there. As you can see, my wife would smash 11, 8, 15, 14, 10, 3, 9, 7, and 2. She would go for drinks and see what happens with 12, 6, 5, 4, war, and 13. She'd get a free meal, have a date, but not really put out with with Doctor 1.75, as I call him, David Bradley's Doctor, the first Doctor, and she would completely pass on the Richard Herndon 1.5 Doctor. What I've learned from this is my wife is not fussy at all. Um, so this will be
No, they
interesting.
just got very good personalities.
Again, or you're just very, very easy. So we shall move on to the other doctors, and then we'll wash our mouths out with soap, and I'll rethink my life choices. So first one up, we've got Stephen Noonan playing the first Doctor for Big Finish.
So just as an FYI for listeners, I'm basing this kind of voice acting smash based on we're imagining if they looked like the people who are voicing them, but they have the personalities of the doctors. I've also based it off of their voices, obviously in terms of how well they imitate the doctor that they are voicing, and also how their voices just sound in general. So with Stephen Noonan, I gave him a 5 out of 10. So that was just for his voice. I thought he was a good impression, but let's face it, if it was just sleeping with the first Doctor based off his voice, it probably wouldn't because he sounds old.
Yeah,
But
but what
in
with
terms of
face?
his face,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
quite a handsome man.
he
Yeah.
is quite a handsome man, and he's younger than First Doctor. However, I do still feel like even though he does look younger, he still is gonna act like
Playing
that
older.
grandfather figure. So I still might see him like as a weird like I don't want to say dad because it naturally goes into that daddy thing,
Ugh.
but I just personally still think smashing that I probably wouldn't smash because again personality wise he's going to be too much of a grandfather of a father figure and I'm not into doing that
That kind of
kind of
stuff.
stuff.
Thank God.
So, based on his looks, I'd probably put him obviously first on the get free meal. But again, I'm
Probably
not gonna
not gonna do it.
smash.
No. Next we have free meal. Where are we going then? Oh, it'd be the same. It'd be the same kind of place, wouldn't they? It'd be like a Toby Carvery.
No, because I feel like he is a little bit younger still. He's
You
probably
go to a
gonna
gastropub, I think.
yeah, or he's gonna be the kind of person who takes me to Nando's thinking, oh
That's
everyone
what
likes
the young people
Nando's.
like.
And I actually don't like Nando's, which I feel
We've
like
just lost our
yeah,
subscribers.
subscribers gonna hate me for. But for me personally, it's just chicken.
Yeah.
I can make nicer
Why
chicken
we need to
nuggets.
go into this. We don't need to go into this. We don't need to know Menando's. What we need to know is, are you smashing Patrick Troughton's son?
So,
Oh no, actually no, that's
I was
Fraser
going to say
Hines. No, no, no,
Fraser
silly me,
Hines.
silly me.
So Fraser Hines, I thought his impression of Troughton is 10 out of 10. I also think Troughton's voice is actually quite like quirky. I'd probably do it. However, face wise, it's probably a
Is this a another pass?
he's probably I can't. I'm bearing in mind for the listeners. I'm literally looking at that teeny tiny face on the screen. I haven't actually seen his face in person. He's probably a pass.
Yeah, he's an older gentleman
He's an
now.
older gentleman, and I'm quite young. If the listeners haven't gathered, we're in our 20s, so
It goes our
but
bank
yeah,
details as well.
he would be before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just because of the voice
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
personality.
He's got a good voice, good personality, but unfortunately, I yeah,
Just doesn't do it for you.
doesn't do it for me.
No, doesn't do it for you. Now we've
Now
got
Michael Troughton, on the other hand, he might be a go for drinks and see what happens on the lower
interesting because I
spectrum.
think
I think he's a
he's
bit
older and a bit of a
He
bigger
is
man.
older, but I think he's a teeny bit of a silver fox, teeny bit.
Really? Okay.
I think his voice obviously is, it's a very good impression. I think his voice is actually very nice as well. So I might see what happens with him.
Okay.
I think I would have to be fairly drunk.
Yeah, that's why I put him at the bottom. You'd
Yeah,
have to
but
be.
he's definitely at the bottom of the drunk, but if he gave me 10 good pints,
10.
yeah,
Good to know.
I might.
That's all you
I
need,
might.
listeners. 10 pints.
Mind you, at that point,
What do you think he'd drink?
He's a pint. He is a pint. You can see.
Not Guinness?
Oh. Yeah, I never said. I never specified what kind of pint.
Okay.
He's just a pint lad.
Okay, he's a pint lad.
But no, actually.
You're going to a spoons with him, I think.
Yeah.
You're going to a spoons.
Spoons.
Got spoons now. We should go spoons one point. Now we have Tim Trelaw's Third Doctor. Again, so this is the personality of the Third Doctor with the voice and looks of Tim Trelaw.
I gave him an 8 out of 10 for voice. I think.
I like how we just reviewing their voices as well now. This we haven't got an extra video of this.
I think that his impression was not the best. Like, in just still good. Well, all of these are obviously good, otherwise it wouldn't have been cast. But I don't think he's quite hit. We've got an ice cream
outside. We should get some ice cream later, actually.
Oh, is that why you're taking me on a date?
Yeah, it's that easy, yeah.
I think we'll go for drinks and see what happens. Anyway, so I do think that Jon Pertwee's voice, just in general, and therefore his impression of him, is sexy. So I'd put him on a
drinks?
No, because if he's got the personality of John,
there's also the looks.
Yeah, but I think
he's not bad looking.
He looks alright. No. I'd say
this is horrible, by the way, if I'm listening.
Maybe put him on the top tier of Go for Drinks and see what happens.
I really hope that someone subscribes. Stephen Noonan, I know, is pretty active.
You need to put him.
Oh.
Although saying that, no, I might do Capaldi first. Leave him where he is.
Capaldi first, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think Capaldi's a bit more of a.
So he's sort of almost at the top.
Almost at the top.
I really hope Stephen Noonan subscribes to us now because I know he's pretty active on YouTube and he sees that you've put him in, get a free meal. But you are a handsome man.
Get a free meal.
Yeah, you are handsome.
You are a handsome man. It's just it's about the Doctor. It's not about you.
Yeah.
If you
are listening, you're never going to listen, but still. We have now. So, you're still happy for him to be above?
Yeah. I think we're happy for him above Colin. I think
above the rest of them. No, that's the only thing.
Yeah, but again, we're talking Third Doctor personality.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I get you.
If we just focus on the personality.
I just had to
too
check.
much on the looks.
I'm not.
Oh my God! You're so What's it? Oh.
You don't. Just be quiet. Be quiet. Don't go off script. Jonathan Carley as the War Doctor.
Now, pretty good impression. Again, I gave an 8 out of 10. John Hurt, though, you can't beat John Hurt's voice. So he's got an 8 out of 10 because I just think he's very close, but he's just not there.
Not quite there.
Looks wise, unfortunately, hopefully he never listens to this, but for me, he's a.
Not for you.
He's a maybe if I'd had a few drinks, but maybe not.
Okay.
But based on the fact that we're also going off of his personality, unfortunately, I must admit, I think John Hurt's more attractive. I'd probably get a free meal.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking top of free meals.
Yeah, he's at the top of get a free meal.
But we do know, because again, at the same time, the thing is with, what he had going for him was his looks and great voice. He hasn't got that.
But he's also. Yeah, so he hasn't. He's still got the voice. The voice is still there.
Yeah.
I think he's not unattractive enough that I would pass on him.
But I would say he should still be bottom because if he's got all the baggage of John Hurt without the charisma and the voice.
And to be fair, I must admit, John, yeah.
I think Bayeux is more suitable because again, these guys are grandfatherly. This guy, you're basically going to have the baggage of John Hurt of talking about the war and stuff, but without.
Yeah, I feel like he's the kind of guy who, if he came up to you, you kind of feel bad for him, so you're like, yeah, I'll go on a meal with you, but you're very much like, this is going to be a drag. This is going to be.
We're really ripping into John.
It's going to be an hour where I'm going to get a steak to make the most of my
I want to meet him next year, right? So let's just try and keep him on good books. Now we've got, I guess, 10.5, so obviously this is Tennant. I think after he put his regeneration energy into the hand, because it still counts as a regeneration.
I feel like you just naturally got to put him after Tennant.
I think he's worse, because I think really this is when he gets more egotistical. Because think about it now, this is after Waters of Mars, where he does all Time Lord Victoria stuff. And this is also when he's almost going to let Wilf die.
Oh, and he's
even more, it's like him even more egotistical, some say.
And he,
I mean, it's pretty much is the same guy, but So I'd probably say if you could still smash if you want. I mean, smash who you
I
like,
would
don't you?
smash just based off of looks. If we're being
Such an
serious,
open
like
marriage.
look at Tennant, you
Yeah,
know.
but he'd be even more egotistical, I think, you know.
So
So
you're putting
Bear,
him where I said, which was below Tennant.
well, I just want you to think about it a bit more before you just instantly want to. The thing is, you don't think when you want to smash people. That's the thing. It causes
I
problems
don't
later
need
down the line.
to. Some
Right,
people, again, it's just the face.
just the face here. Right, Jacob Dedman's 11th Doctor.
So Jacob Dudman, I gave him an 8 out of 10. I thought his impression was quite good, but personally, Matt Smith's voice, like if it was just based off his voice, and it's probably like a,
Fan of it.
it's not the sexiest, is it? Let's face it. How old is he?
He's old, Chris. He's our age.
Okay, no, I just have to
Jeez,
check that out.
He's old
Because
enough to do paid acting work. I think he's older than me.
okay, in which case, if he's got the personality of Smith
There's an old photo of him, to be fair.
with his yeah, that's why I was like, how old
Have a
is he?
Google. Have a Google.
Okay, hang on. Can you talk to our subscribers while I look at his face, please?
Yeah, I mean, I can. I mean, yeah. So, how's things? What's going on?
That's not what I
No.
meant.
Let us know, guys, what you think of this format. I think this is quite fun, obviously. But we'd love to hear your views on whether something you'd like to see.
Oh, he's quite handsome.
yeah, see, told you. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, he's very handsome.
Actually, he's very handsome.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob Dodman, you have gone up in my estimation. No, so I think your impression of Smith is really good. I think you're handsome. It's just with Smith's voice. So but he's got personality. Do you know what? This is going to be really rogue. I feel like I can't put
Found in
him.
Smash.
He's definitely in Smash, but I feel like I
Where in
can't put
Smash?
him above
The other doctors.
the other doctors because they are the doctors.
Well, he is. Well, he's the doctor.
I
But
know, but
yeah.
I
know what you
also
mean.
feel like even though he's actually closer to our age than a lot of the other doctors, because he looks younger, I'm not gonna have quite as good a time. I'd
He's very
probably
baby faced.
put him, and he's a bit too pretty boy for me.
Is
He's
he?
very handsome, but he's a bit
You're
too
a ugly
pretty boy
man,
for me.
like your husband.
I like a little bit of rugged, you know. Which again, probably because he's a baby face, like you said, he looks a bit young. I'd probably put him. I think I'd put him between 14 and 10.
Ooh,
So Tennant's still.
it's a nice sandwich there. Oh,
I know, a nice
Oh.
sandwich.
can't move round. There we are. There we are.
Um,
Third time lucky. Performance issues.
he's just again, it's the youth, which is odd considering. Again.
Yeah, he's the only one. Yeah, I think he's like. I think he might be my age. Maybe a year older.
But I think he's again. I like somebody who looks like they've gone through shit.
Cheers.
And
Bloody
he
hell,
doesn't
woman.
quite have that.
Right, moving on. Before I slap you. We've got Jacob Dedman as the 12th Doctor.
So, like, personally, I'm really about to insult you here, Dudman, so apologies, but I don't think his impression of 12 is good.
He's not my
I think,
favourite.
I think it's the worst out of all the impressions we've heard. It's still good. I can do it, you know.
Yeah, you know what he's trying to do. Like, yeah.
But I think out of all the impressions we've got on here, his Capaldi is my bottom.
Weakest, yeah.
Is
He's
the
got the cadence of him, but I think the actual sound itself.
Yeah, so for that he's gone lower. But I don't know which stories he's done. I'll admit that I haven't.
There are a
listened
lot
to
of
Big Finish.
there are a lot of season 10 stories set around that time when he sat when the Doctor was in the uni.
Okay.
So it's with again that we're guaranteed that almost that personality.
Okay, so that gives me a little bit more on his personality. In which case, based on his looks and his personality,
I think go for drinks, surely.
I'd go for drinks. I'm trying to see if he'd be before. I think he'd be just after Capaldi.
Interesting.
I think again
Even though he's
based
younger.
on his. Yeah, but when I think Capaldi was in his younger state, his personality was a little less kind.
No, what I'm saying is like this is basically all of Capaldi's personality, but the good side, the most not good side, the most calm, and he's also younger, but you're still putting him behind
All right, no, yeah,
Capaldi,
put,
which we
put him
don't know.
above. No, no, no.
And
Yeah,
don't get me
you're
wrong, I love
right.
Capaldi throughout the entire thing, but I'm saying
Yes,
logically,
if he
he's your
looks
own
like
age.
him, he's attractive. He's an attractive lad,
Yeah,
even though he's around our age. He's got the best bits of Capaldi's personality in Doctor Wise.
yeah.
I think I was just a bit biased against
His voice.
his,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
You
think
wouldn't really
yeah,
notice that, would you?
to be honest, he'd probably be on Smash if he's got his face and
Should
his
we
personality.
put him in Smash then?
Yeah, put him in the bottom
Bottom
of
of
Smash.
Smash?
But yeah,
Hey.
he's just gone up
Yeah.
and up.
I think we should knock at the door. That's
I didn't
strange.
hear it.
No, I didn't. Well, might be next door then. Right. Let's move on to the war. No, war dust. No, what was I saying? Sacha Dhawan has the regeneration of when he basically took over Jodie's body, essentially.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
Oh, that
Nope,
was a knock.
Well, I'm going to go and solve this.
I
You
thought
you
continue.
speak and continue.
So Sacha Dhawan, I think, is actually quite a handsome lad. So that has obviously gone up in estimation. Personality wise, obviously, is not the best. I would probably. I think I'd get a free meal with him because, again, I do think he's handsome. He'd probably be at the top of my get a free meal. I do think he's handsome. His personality, though, is toxic, so I don't think I'd want to enter a kind of physical relationship with him. And yeah, I just think again, face wise, I'd get a free meal, but I think in terms of personality,
We stop cheers.
I know because I wanted to go. I wanted to move him in to get a free meal.
Get a free meal. God, even though he's a psychopath.
Yeah, but
Like a bad
he's
boy.
handsome enough. But
He'll
I
take
don't
the
want.
risk.
This is what I said. He's a psychopath, so I don't want to get into any physical relationship with him. But
you still want to be in a room with him.
I'd still stare at
proximity.
him and eat with him.
Oh my
So
days.
that.
Jeez Louise. Okay, we've got Jodie, so this is just after she regenerates back into herself, really. I mean, no, it's the same thing, it's just she's got funny jumper.
If anything, based on the outfit, she's going lower than herself. But otherwise, she's only just lower than herself because she's still herself. You know.
Okay, so we'll pop her by here.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Yeah, there's not much more to say.
Now we have the Valiard. Now, if you remember, this is the accumulation. Well, right, sorry. Well, for people who don't know, it's the accumulation of the Doctor's evil side, based between his 12th and final incarnation, played by the late great Michael Jason, R.I.P.
Now, weirdly, I know that Sacha Dhawan, I said get a free meal, but this is a complete pass.
Yeah, this is a pass for me.
Yeah, you just
Bottom of bottom.
he's bottom of bottom. He's so
He's evil.
He's so evil. I feel like a psychopath or not, I feel like Sacha Dhawan's master's got something. Valiard is just completely horrific and.
I mean, the thing that Sacha Dhawan's got is he's a better looking man than Michael Jason
I think
was.
that is probably.
And I think that is, yeah, you're a sucker. But yeah, pass completely because he'd try and steal your regenerations or do something. And steal your fries, probably.
He probably would,
He probably would, yeah.
Yeah, and that, by the way, that's an instant ick for me. Someone tries to steal my food. You can ask for it, I might give you a bite, but if you steal it, nah.
Yeah, we just had to share. I bet that's gone really loud in this situation.
Yeah, apologies.
Okay, we've got the Schalke Doctor, Richard E. Grant.
I think that Richard E. Grant is one of those people who he's weird looking, but he's attractive. But in terms of Doctor personality, I think it would have to be go for drinks and see what happens. I'd probably put him in between. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd put him after Hurt because I think Hurt's just a little bit more attractive. So I'd probably put him in between her and Jodie because I think he's got, again,
He's
just
a bit arrogant.
Slightly more personality than Jodie.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's.
You'd get some good wine with him. Like he'd be the one.
Good wine. I feel like we'd have some really good conversation.
100%, yeah.
But I don't know. I think again, it would really be a go for drinks and see what happens. From Hurt Below, it really is a go for drinks and see what happens. From Four Above, it's probably a I'm giving you a chance.
With him, I feel like he's very much a vibe. if you're in that vibe for a sophisticated evening, he's the type of guy to check all the wines.
He is also, again, this is why I think I need to see what happens, because I feel like he's also the kind of person who would make me feel dumb.
Yeah, no, I think he'd be the type to be like, I'm gonna have this, and the lady will have.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
it's like, oh,
okay.
yeah. We've now got Meta-Crisis Doctor, so human tenant, basically.
He'd probably go and smash just based on the fact that he's handsome.
He's very
But
much got a very similar to Nine, but
yeah,
the looks of 10, isn't he?
but I feel like he's slightly less charismatic than normal Tenant because weirdly, he's almost too human. um, I think he's also going to be way too hooked on Rose. So
Yeah, she'd have to be there with you.
yeah,
They're open up the marriage, like.
and if I think he's just a bit more somber. So he's in Smash,
Smash.
but I think I'd probably put him just before Eccleston,
Just before Eccleston, okay.
based off of looks. But
Absolutely.
Eccleston is a again, he's still a 10 out of 10 Smash. All of them are, but like I just think looks wise, he's probably just above.
Interesting. Now we have the Curator, so old fourth Doctor, really.
Now he's kind of like a calmer Tom.
Yeah,
But he's like a grandfather, isn't he?
yeah.
So I'd want to go for a meal with him because I'd want to chat to him. I think I'd probably want to chat to him more than I
I'd say
would
top of them.
Hartnell. You're even putting him before Sash.
Well, no, you can put him where you want. I just think you're gonna be more safe with him at the top, but put him where you want to.
The meal's not all about safety. Yeah, go on. Actually, I feel like I'd probably have a better time. Like Sacha Dhawan, I feel like he is like obviously he's.
I like how that she picked a villain before these guys.
Well, yeah, because like there's nothing like it's gonna be like a nice meal out with my grandfather. There's no like
Danger.
there's no
You want danger when you're
there's
eating.
nothing yeah, there's just nothing interesting. It will be a good conversation, but it will be very friendly. Whereas I feel like with the other two, I'm gonna have lots of fun with the curator. He's gonna be a great laugh.
Yeah.
And I feel like Sacha Dhawan is
He
just
might
gonna
stab
give me
you.
a little bit of intrigue. He's just a
Okay.
nice face to sit across, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, when he's strangling you to death, at least you'll have a nice, nice thing to look at as you die, I guess. Like a doc. Now we have the Ruth Doctor.
Now I'd put her on Smash.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Yeah.
100%.
She's a dom, if ever I saw one. Like,
Where's she going in Smash?
I think she's actually I think she's going between one of the tenants. I think she's.
Which one? There's like 8 of them.
I know, this is what I'm thinking. I think she's.
Has to your surely.
Yeah, she's definitely. I think. Yeah,
Right.
no. Problem is, I think she's more attractive than John Pertwee, I'm sad
Okay.
to say, based on his hair in that
Yeah.
picture alone. But I think personality-wise, she might be too much of a dom. So I think she'd go just below John Pertwee. They'd probably be on the same level.
She kind of scare you a little bit.
Yeah, but like
She knows what
potentially in a
she's doing,
good
though.
way. It's in that kind of way where you're like, okay, I'd let you ruin me.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Why did I start this?
So I think yeah, but she might be a bit too dom, and she might get to a point where I have to use a safety word. We don't know.
Oh, definitely have a safety word.
So
Yeah.
so that's why I've put her.
Division. The division.
Like again, John Pertwee has charisma. I don't think I'm gonna feel like scared about anything that he tries to put me through. Whereas,
Yeah, you'll be scared, but you'll have a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Roof Doctor, I'm kind of a bit like, oh,
You may need to go to church afterwards. Yeah.
yeah, that's sexy, but I'm scared.
Down to the final two. Peter Cushing.
He's another grandfather, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just like the
I think
first Doctor, just a bit like that.
Yeah, I think he's probably just below our Stephen
Noonan.
Stephen Noonan, because Stephen Noonan is more attractive, but I think he's just got a lighter personality. So again, whereas with the other first Doctors, I feel like it's just going to be like literally sitting down with a meal with my grandfather. I feel like with him, it would again just be a little bit more fun.
Like a great uncle.
Yeah,
than a
like someone who
grandfather.
he's gonna. Yeah,
There'll
he's
be a bit
going
more.
to teach me something.
Yeah. Very much a
He's not going to just criticise
history
everything
teacher.
I've done in my life.
Yeah, that's gonna be life choices. Like.
Yeah.
And now we have David Warner. Now, full disclosure, I've listened to 2 of his audios. You haven't really heard much of his audio, if
No,
anything.
so I've literally listened to a clip of his voice for this video, but I haven't listened to his audio, so I don't know the personality of his doctor. Jay has described it to me as, what was it, similar to...
Kind of like a third, kind of third vibe, a bit more begrudgingly, kind of a mixture of third and one, really.
So for me, I think he would be a go for drinks and see what happens. Voice-wise, I've put him as an 8 out of 10. He's got a nice voice. I think David Warner is an attractive older gentleman, but
R.I.P.
was an attractive older gentleman. But I think, despite if his personality is like a mix between 3 and 1, I think I'm gonna put him below Jodie. I think he's still above. Is that Michael Troughton?
Michael
Troughton. Yeah. But I still, I'm not sure about his personality because I just don't know enough.
Well, there we go. We've our completed list. It's actually horrifying how many of these people you would smash. Because if you think about it, everyone here, and probably like most of these guys, and I have a feeling,
actually genuinely half.
Yeah. So almost over half the Doctor. So let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the actors who played the Doctor you would definitely smash.
We should have had a 10 out of 10 would smash again.
Doing more than one psych.
Because some of these I might only smash
Yeah, like
once.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20?
Yeah, I feel like, again, War Doctor, I really do need to see what happens.
19 to... But basically, there's almost 19 to 20 people on that list that you would sleep with.
Yeah.
Good to know. This relationship will last. This marriage will work out. Well, what do you guys think? This is our completed list. Do you agree? Leave comments down below telling us what your list would be.
And in your top smash, again, tell us what your ideal date would be with that top smash.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What would lead to the situation?
Yeah. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your grandparents. I'm sure they'd love this video.
They would not like
no, they'd love it.
It depends on your grandparents.
Yeah, to be fair.
And to be fair, there are a few older gentlemen on here, which I'm sure they would smash.
Yeah, okay. So, that's enough from us. We're going to leave before we get ourselves cancelled. If we haven't already. Thank you for watching / listening. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.